Hey, thanks for tuning in. It's in the mid-20s this morning, or upper 20s, I guess. So some of my cameras aren't working right. It's just too cold, but stay tuned. Saw a lot of seagulls as I drove the boat over here, so that the stripers won't be far behind. So hopefully I'll find some stripers at some point. Stay tuned. The cable on my trolling motor is frozen, so I can't hardly turn. My driver's side door on my truck, the lock was frozen shut. I had to get out on the passenger side. It's just cold. I think it's supposed to warm up into the low 40s today, so it shouldn't be too bad once the sun gets up. Darn it, that was a good one. So I'm throwing this little fluke on a jig head. I just lost one, and I'm getting bit. The fish are not that active today. Ooh, it's a good one. It is a good one. Ah. So again, it's a fluke on a jig head, and that's what it'll do for you. Okay, wanted to show you, don't have too many shallow fish today, so I'm just using a fluke. Gonna rig it on a small jig head. I make my own here. I like to paint them. And I'm gonna be fishing that deep, just like I do my hair jig. Same idea. Just rig it on there. Get my camera right here. It's pretty cold, so my hands aren't working very good. Just rig it on there, you know, straight as you can. I got me a marker here. I like to put some chartreuse on it. Markers by Zoom. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be using today. Just wanted to show you that. I normally would use my hair jig in this situation, but since most, a lot of people can't find them, this works. So I'm on a major point here. It's a good place to catch fish like this. I'll usually use either this or the hair jig when fish are deeper. These fish here, I might be catching them 25, 28 feet of water. All right, so I'll fish this setup when I know the fish are feeding on bait fish. Today the crawfish eaters weren't that active, so The jig and fluke works again. It's not a bad spot. Catching these fish fairly deep. That fish came out of about 25 feet of water. I'm telling you, this little fluke works.
You catch, you got to put 3 boards on the dock.
Well, I won't be putting too many boards on today then. It's a nice one. Pretty slow. Oh. You can see right there, that fluke does the job. That's another stud, big bass. I don't know how much it weighs, but it's a good one. Nice one. I'm telling you, it's a underutilized bait this time of year, especially. Put it on a jig head, fish it deep. There are some nice fish that'll eat it. Shallow fish weren't that active, so that's why I decided to throw this. Plus, I wanted to show, you know, some different lures and stuff that work out here. I know a lot of guys don't like throwing a jig, so, and honestly, I don't know why anybody would not like throwing a jig. But this is more of a finesse fishing kind of thing. Boy, they're just hammering it too. Over the next few weeks, lures like this, my hair jig, will start catching more and more fish. I've had a lot of people ask me about my hair jig, and I wanted to show you that there's lots of different ways of catching them. I mean, this fluke here is deadly. I don't think a lot of people fish it the way I'm fishing it, on Lanier especially, but it works. It'll catch anything that swims, anything that eats bait. Boy, it's another nice one. Nice spot. Whew, love it. You know, every day is a bit different. This here, I haven't fished it in years, but just had a feeling it would work, and it is working. Oh, did you see that? Just as soon as he went in the net, the lure came out of his mouth. Oops. It's another big spot. Nice one. Nice fish. Again, just wanted to show something different, a different way of catching them in this fluke and a jig head. Man, it works. These are all deeper fish. Yeah, he's just a little guy, but I will take it. I don't know if you can see that, but that's an old road bed out here on this point. I'm fairly deep, but that road bed is a good spot. Chunky little largemouth, probably 1.5 pounds. Uh-oh. Got a lot of bait back here, and I kind of figured I'd be catching a striper or two here. Man. Not a big one, but I'll take it. Again, it's just a jig head with a fluke. I knew I would catch a striper. I'm surprised I haven't caught more. I'm just out here over open water, fairly deep water. I'm in 23 feet of water. again on the fluke. Whoops. That's another, not a huge one, but it's a decent fish. The old fluke, it's working. All right, thanks for watching. Wanted to show you a different way of catching them, maybe a way that you hadn't thought of before. Pretty sure not too many people use the fluke in that manner, but it's effective. It really works. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Come back and fish with me next time.